Burke is ruled over by the man that Hiccup has become and his partner in all things, Astrid. And it's a safe haven for dragons. They're still rescuing dragons all around the world until that peace is broken when Grimmel, who is I suppose the opposite of my character Valka, he wants to eradicate, he's a bounty hunter in a way, he wants to eradicate dragons from the face of the earth. And so Hiccup has to, along with Astrid, encourage and lead the people of Burke to go in search for the hidden world, to find sort of a permanent refuge for dragons. Well, Valka being Hiccup's mother, and they've been estranged for quite some time, which is what the second film dealt with, she's now, in a way, allowing him to become the man who he needs to be, in the way that you sort of do as a parent. You have to learn to let your children go. So she's become, in this film, a sort of a quiet confidant and moral compass, in a way, for Hiccup, and by default for Astrid too. Well, just as Hiccup is becoming a man, I mean, he started this trilogy as a boy, and he's now become a man. Astrid is also becoming a woman, and becoming a woman in a new world. And as they have fallen in love with one another, it's a really interesting relationship, quite a modern relationship, I think, in a true and wonderful sense, is that they're absolute equals. They're competitors, they challenge one another, but they're also able to be gentle with one another and tell the truth to one another. And Astrid is, has abilities in her own right, and I think that that's something that, if any man can, Hiccup can respect. So it's a really dynamic, robust, modern, contemporary relationship, I think. Well, what I love about Valka is that she's fearless, and courageous, but she's also quite fragile. You know, she only trusts a very few people, and so part of coming back into the community of Burke in the previous film was to open her heart again. And when you open your heart, you have to open yourself up to loss. And the film, in a lot of ways, you know, that's the bit of the family saga it really deals with. It deals with having to let go and accept that when you do that, you're going to lose something, but you also gain a lot. So I think she's quite a dynamic character. I love the fact that Stoic comes back, not only because he's a wonderful character, and I love the relationship between that strange little broken family that the Valka and Stoic and Hiccup represent, but also I think it's really important he's there because even if your parents pass away, die, whatever you say, you never lose their memory. You never lose their influence, good or bad. Things that they say to you in their, when they come to you in your dreams or in your daydreams or nightmares, they have a huge influence on who you become as a person as you mature. And certainly I know, having children myself and having, moved from girlhood into womanhood, deeply into womanhood, I do think a lot about my parents. And things that they've said to me, and in a way forgive a lot more and have a greater sense of understanding. It's part of maturing, I think. So it's really important that paternal side of Hiccup's journey is revisited.